Welcome humanoids back to my channel for another video where I give you my gaming opinions. And yes, these are my opinions. So don't go out and walk in traffic, okay? Sorry about the couple of weeks with no videos. I had my birthday week, yay, a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to enjoy it and literally do nothing at all. That's what my birthday wish was. Hopefully my humanoids are doing amazing, and if anyone's making a week ruin, hopefully they walk out in traffic. So let's talk about Sony State of Play. Okay, I know it was like a week or two ago, but listen, I am so excited, okay? I cannot believe they opened the way they opened. And if you know me, you would understand why. But before I get into that, the whole purpose of this video, let's start with some honorable mentions at State of Play. On any other occasion, I would have been excited for. Like Marvel with Venom, okay? I'm not into superheroes as I once were as a teenager, but Venom and Carnage were always my favorite, especially Carnage. Because he didn't give no fucks. His name was Carnage, okay? That's all he wanted was Carnage. He didn't want money. He didn't want power. He just want to fuck your day up. I can get on board with that, you know? He was just so vicious. I like violence sometimes. It's like, mother, I crave violence. Spider-Man and Miles Morales in particular was my favorite. So this kind of looks a little bit co-op-y, and that's what the rumor mills are saying. I don't know if it's true, but that would be so good. I need my partner. I'm playing as Miles Morales. Let me not skip. This was the icing on the cake for me for Spider-Man. If you have seen the OG Candyman and or the Final Destination series, you know who Tony Todd is. He has a sweet, velvety chocolate voice that stands out no matter what. It's kind of like Mark Hamill as Joker, you know? Like, you know that voice. You know that voice. Something else that I was excited. Project Eve. Looks pretty badass. Got a Bayonetta vibe, you know. Haven't seen something like that in quite a bit of time. I thought maybe it was like related to Bayonetta, but I don't think so. People hype for the Wolverine. Guardians of the Galaxy. Not my thing. Definitely will watch someone play, but as for me, playing it individually, not happening. Deathloop. I don't know what that is. Bethesda. I've looked at it. I've seen so many of your trailers for that game. Still don't know what that is. Is that multiplayer or single player? But the more I see it, the more I kind of want to get into it. You know? Another Bethesda title. Ghostwire Tokyo. The more I see it, the more I'm kind of into it. Like, I always love Japanese horror. And it, like, Japanese horror movies, Japanese horror game. The Fatal Frame series happened to be my favorite horror game franchise ever. Because it showed me fear that I have never known. Till this day still. Closest thing that came to it was PT. But anyway, moving on. I mean, of course they had the God of War. People love fucking God of War. People have been fiending for Ragnarok. Look, you had way more than just a little symbol. You got actual gameplay and some CGI video. I'm definitely probably gonna watch someone play that. Probably not gonna play that myself. Because I didn't play the first one. I watched the first one and I feel like it would be a disservice to play the second one. But from what I saw on Twitter, the State of Play won this year. Like, I can't even remember anything from E3 that stood out. Can you? I cannot. But that is not the main point of this video. So excited. Okay, so here I was at, getting ready to watch the State of Play. I didn't watch it Sony. I watched it with Young Yale because I need to have somebody watching with me to feel as excited as I did. So the Sony State of Play starts and Lucasfilm pops up. I'm like, oh, what is bullshit EA throwing at us? Another Battlefront? Jedi Fallen Order 2? When I saw Lucasfilm pop up, I was like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because EA has a license, and I already got over the fact that EA don't know shit what they're doing with Star Wars, okay? There's so much lore they can pile off from the Legends alone. But no, all they want to do is fucking shooters. Shooters with loot boxes. So, but then, we start getting more into it. The music comes on. That's gonna get me excited no matter what. When I hear Star Wars music, I just pop up and be like, what? That got all my attention. I could be talking to someone, I no longer hear you. And then the lightsaber, okay? I was like, this is still probably Jedi Fallen Order 2. But I'm like leaning in. I'm getting more invested, you know? Because Star Wars is my franchise. Okay, some people really fucking love DC, some people really fucking love Marvel. Star Wars is my, okay, Star Wars is my universe. And then they show Revan. Okay, so if you know anything about Star Wars, you know Revan is like one of the favoriteest characters ever. Then once I saw Revan, I knew my heart was gonna fall out of my ass. And then when I saw Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, I cannot tell you what happened after that. Like, I don't know what game came after that. I don't know what else they showed. They started with KOTOR, okay? And that was like my highlight. I don't even remember the rest of the State of Play. Like, I don't. And like, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that all I want is a good space narrative driven fucking game. And I always wanted it to be Star Wars because Stars already has developed all the goodness, all of it. So I'm like, if there's anything that could top Starfield for me, would be a Star Wars RPG anything. And they're remaking my favorite. Yo, who did I secretly sell my soul to and did not know? So I'm getting Starfield now and KOTOR. I'm about to be fed, yo. I'm gonna be really fed. The only thing that can top Starfield was a Star Wars property that was not a shooter, had RPG elements, character creations, and you can choose who you were. A smuggler, a Sith, a Jedi, a bounty hunter, anything. And this is what Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is like, KOTOR. I'm just gonna say that because it's a whole mouthful to say Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I even played the second one. I never finished the second one, but I like them both. But KOTOR helped solidify Star Wars as one of my favorite universes because before I was introduced with the prequels. I was a child. I didn't know nothing about the originals. I didn't see this movie as just whiny Anakin. I hate sand. I just saw this adventure that looked nothing like the world that I grew up in. As a child, this was mind-blowing. And then a few years later, like 5 years later, I find KOTOR and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna love any other franchise as much as I love this. This is the best Star Wars game made ever, and I will die on that hill. You wanna fight? Let's go. We'll die on that hill. But of course, like I said, it wouldn't be me if I didn't worry a little bit because there are new writers. They have applied for writers, and it's like, how much are you changing? Okay, because we all love the original story of Revan. And like, who's working on this game and like doing all my research? Because I watched and read nothing else. Aspyr is making the remake. Aspyr has people from BioWare who made the original. They have people from Bluepoint who made the Resident Evil 2 remake, which we all know how that turned out. Amazing. And like this is a remake, and from what I'm seeing, they're not changing the core of this game because then that would be a reboot. That wouldn't be a remake. Yeah, let's fix the combat, polish the game and how it looked visually, because there's a difference between a remaster and a remake. Like The Last of Us for PS4, like when they ported it to the PS4 as a remaster, that was a proper remaster, Remasters are just upgrades. Remakes are taking everything and starting again, right? Taking everything you already have and then rebuilding the same thing, but better. Taking everything from its core, breaking it up and putting back together in a fresh new paint. Like, I don't know when this is gonna come out. I don't know if I have the patience for this, guys. Seriously. It's very early in development, but they have been developing the remake for a few years now. And they did not have a release date like the other games did on the State of Play. And like, what is the budget too? Because a big budget means that game better not fail. That better be flawless. And I'm pretty sure Sony is not gonna not throw all their money at it. Like, I would throw everything. However long this is gonna take, I'm going to feed off whatever nugget of information exists. Like, I thought we were gonna get a Fallout New Vegas 2 before we ever got a good Star Wars game, let alone the remake of the best Star Wars game ever. Seriously. It's like, who is listening to me right now? Who is taking pity on me? Because the last few years, it was the gaming for me, and I was like, meh. And they're not gonna change until it's unrecognizable. And the people who think that need to stop. Stop, alright? Like, Sony cares about their shit. It's not a PS5 exclusive. It's not. PC will get it eventually. I don't know when that is. I hope it's not a year, because if it's a year, then yeah, you guys got me. I definitely gotta get PS5. I mean, I was gonna get one eventually, but like not immediate because my ass is broke. How am I gonna have times for any of these games? Got Battlefield 4022, Hogwarts Legacy, Starfield. Okay, those are the games that are probably gonna take up my time for the next like 3 years, 2 years. completely, those are the games where I know I'm going to get and I'm going to play. I'm going to actually spend my dinero on those games. Certain games, like the Marvel games, like they do look great and amazing, like Wolverine, but I'm just gonna watch someone play it, because those games are just not for me. If you've been into the movies and you've been keeping up with everything and you know every little hint and Easter egg, yeah, then those games will definitely make sense for you. That's why Star Wars games make me excited when I see things like Legends, which reminds me, is KOTOR Legends or canon? Because to me, before Disney bought Star Wars, Legends was canon. There was more Legends than there were movies. The canon, the movies. So for a lot of people, that is canon, like me. And I'm wondering if the movie is tied to the canon, are they going to change things to make it tied to the canon? Or no, it's Legends and they could build it the way they did before. I mean, I'm excited. And no one's gonna rob that from me, because I've been screaming on the top of my lungs for our Star Wars game that came close to KOTOR, and I'm getting a KOTOR remake. I don't want to overhype myself, but it's okay. Maybe I am. Okay, maybe I am. If it comes out like the way Demon Souls came out, or like fucking Resident Evil 2, they came out so good, so good. I'm gonna be satisfied, and I might not play anything else ever again. That's a lie. I need a lot to entertain me. But yeah, I'm gonna be filling myself on all the Star Wars information that I can until the game comes out, which might be in years. Yay! Oh my god, I can't be the only one who's like so excited that I feel like I'm gonna burst. Anyway, my humanoids, let me know what games that State of Play made you feel this way, or did you not even like it at all? But I feel like you'd be lying if you say you didn't like one of them. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!